Welcome everyone to my Christmas dress video. I guess we're only gonna have one hat. This year I will be making a Christmas dress. Oh no. You too? This year I will be making a candy cane striped dress, but first you may notice that there are only... Guys, I am trying to film a video. But first you may notice that there are only two stockings. That's for me and Emmy. That I made for Emmy's very first Christmas, so she would have a stocking that matched mine. So first, I have to make two more Christmas stockings for my fiance and Judah. We did move during Christmas, so our tree is a little bit dinky this year, but yeah, it's a tree. I'm a little bit worried to start working on sewing stuff right now because the lights keep flickering and we're having a huge storm. Emmy's not a big fan of storms. The lights on the other side of the lake have already gone out, so I suspect we're gonna lose power in a bit. So I have a flashlight and a very worried dog. In early October, I found this really adorable candy cane stripe fabric that I just fell in love with and bought 4 yards of it immediately. The lining fabric is a white sheet. I started with my trusty Simplicity 8979. Did you know that most commercial patterns are a B cup and I am not? So I added some room there. The rest of the pattern fits very well. I used my modified pieces to cut the lining out too. Typical Emmy on my fabric. I stitched the bodice according to the instructions that I haven't read in years, but I did actually read them for this. I hemmed the not explained ruffle, but it will make sense later. See? This ruffle. I pinned this to the top of the bodice for some extra flounce. I pinned the center and the back and evenly distributed the ruffle between those points. For the yoke and the sleeves, I used a nude mesh with tiny rhinestones. I can't get away from my figure skater past, okay? I hand sewed this because I clogged my machine already with tiny rhinestones. I have mixed feelings about this hem, but it's better than the raw Elsa edge. Do you have awesome sewing buddies like I do? No, really, tell me about them. I love animals. I lined up the seams for the yoke and the bodice and sewed, very slowly over the rhinestones. Repeat again with the lining, which got understitched to keep the lining where it belongs, in the back. I drafted a pencil skirt and sewed darts to match the bodice seams, because despite the name, I am not pencil shaped. I'm about to cut the big half circle for the bottom, and I'm gonna run out of fabric. Alright, new plan. I think instead of cutting the minimum that I need for this, I'm gonna move the fold over and cut the top part as high. Cut the top part bigger and then pleat it down. Time to cut! Oh, phone call. Not spam. Okay, back to cutting. Look at this perfect scrap size. Okay. Since I was out of striped fabric, I decided to make the peplum out of red and white. I cut the white 2 inches longer so it would show under the red. It is Tuesday, December 14th, and I went shopping yesterday, so I have a new Grinch shirt. This is how the dress currently stands. I'm not too sure about this peplum. I was kind of hoping it would look awesome, but it kind of doesn't. I made an Instagram poll about it last night, so we'll see what the experts have to say about that. Meanwhile, I'm going to start by pleating the bottom part of the skirt and attaching it to the pencil skirt while I wait for the results to come in.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, la 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 la.
Hi, buddy.
The ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la.
Did you come to say hello? He's a good boy. I turned the skirt and shirt into a dress. It's not as exciting as it sounds. Or maybe it is. You can see here exactly how much hand sewing I've done. Right here. Look at the mesmerizing stripes and out of focus zipper. Oh well. I prepared the lining for more hand stitching by folding it just above the waist seam. Time for more hand sewing! Hooray! I removed 3 inches from the hem because I'm short, or so I've been told. I added 2-inch horsehair, aka plastic braid, for maximum poof. What is a holiday ball gown if it's not floofy? It was still too flat, so I decided to make a mermaid petticoat from the leftover sheet. When I find my white spandex, I'll detach this and make it its own garment. Have I mentioned recently that I just moved because I can't find anything? Much better. Look at that poof. And then I made peppermint swirl cookies to celebrate. Look at me expertly hand sewing flowers onto a ribbon for a belt. Ouch. For my head, I made a circlet out of this white holiday wire and red flowers. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I seem to have won the doodle prize. Look at this adorable reindeer that I designed and made last night. Time to thaw out by the fire. And defrost my feet. A peppermint swirl cookie as a reward. Here's our cute little tree again. And look at my nails!